What is up, everybody? Michael Crump back here again, talking about the latest and the greatest in PlayStation homebrew news and much, much more. So I decided today that I wanted to revisit Resident Evil 4 Remake. I just beat this game, actually yesterday I believe it was, and I had an absolute blast with it. Now, there's a couple of things that I wanted to talk about today. The first one being there is a 1.04 update that is out, as well as there is a bunch of brand new DLC. And then finally, there's a really easy way to do mods now where you don't have to spend a lot of time doing that yourself. And in this episode, I'm going to show you exactly how you could do so really without a PC at all. All you need is to be able to install PKG files on your PS4 and you can have Shrek in the game, for example, or a modified Leon and much, much more. And you definitely want to stay tuned. All right, so let's just go ahead and let's jump straight into it. Okay, and so as you can see, I am on 1.02, and then if we go to the installed add-ons, these were the add-ons from the first DLC, or the DLC when the game originally dropped. So there was a bunch of really cool things in here, such as the treasure map expansion, and you could do the original version of the soundtrack. So what I wanted to do was first off go ahead and get this game updated. So as we can see right here, this one that is highlighted is the base, and there was the 1.02 update. And now we need to apply update 1.04. So I'm going to go right into this folder and I'm going to go ahead and get that installed. And right here is all of the DLC. So obviously anything that has a 03/21 date that you see right here, that was actually out when the game came out. So the new stuff typically, or it will have an 0409 timestamp. So the first one that we absolutely need to install is going to be the Mercenaries. So let's go ahead and let's get the Mercenaries installed. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to install these weapon exclusive upgrade tickets. So I'm going to go ahead and do all of these right now. From what I understand about the DLC for Resident Evil 4 Remake is that it's almost kind of like a pay to play. So if you were purchasing all of these from the PlayStation Store, well, you could obviously get some of the better weapons in the game fairly easily. So what I wanted to do now was I want to just make sure that everything is installed. So what we'll do is we'll go back to Resident Evil 4 here and we'll go to options and then back down to information. And then for installed add-ons, we should see the Mercenaries, which there it is. And now we see these upgrade tickets. So before we do any of the add-ins as far as the mods go, let's just go ahead and boot this game up and let's take a look at what we have now. Okay, so there is the very first one. It says the Mercenaries, an extra game has been added. So we'll hit OK there. And now it says obtained an exclusive upgrade ticket. These will be added to the key items and treasure menu in all saved data. Okay, so here I am. I'm at the merchant. Let's see what those exclusive upgrades do. So here is where those exclusive tickets show up. As you can see, I've got 23 tickets, and where it says exclusive right here, I could go ahead and I could purchase that with either 80,000 or I could use one of my tickets. And so I can just go ahead and use one of my exclusive upgrade tickets. And note right here that it does say paid. And what that means is that this would have been one that came from the store versus one earned. So if you played the game itself, if you earn enough points, eventually it will open up where you can get the exclusive tickets, and usually they're about 30 points. And so now this is kind of the thing that I was afraid that we would see, but that is that you can just use these tickets to go ahead and get these exclusive upgrades without actually playing the game yourself. So again, it did say that I now have 22, so I could maybe come over here to another weapon of mine. And so there is the Sentinel 9. I could use another one of my tickets. And now I've got 21 left. So unfortunately, in my mind, this is definitely much more along the lines of pay to win type of games. But you can let me know what you think about it. Now, there was also the Mercenaries mode. So let's go and take a look at that one. Okay, and so from the main screen right there is the Mercenaries. And there is start, options, or exit. It looks like you have to beat the village first, and then you can unlock some of these other characters. So we'll just select the village here. And I believe those other maps as well as the other characters are unlocked if you play and beat through, for example, this level. Okay, so I just played one level just to see what happens, and I really just got a B rank, which is pretty average, but it now says that the castle has been added to the stages menu, and now there is the castle. Okay, and so the last part of this video was that I wanted to show some of the mods. Now, this mod that I'm going to be using here today, it has a couple of different features. One of them obviously is that the chainsaw person in the game is going to be Shrek, so we'll take a look at that, as well as things like Leon will have his shirt off, whoever wants that. And then there's obviously another mod for Ashley, which I won't be able to show here. So I'll provide a link to where you can download this. And then once you download it, we're just going to go ahead and we are going to install it. And again, keep in mind, this is for version 1.04, which is why I wanted to make sure that when we added this or took a look at it, we were already up to date with 1.04. Okay, so now that that's installed, let's just go ahead and let's boot back up Resident Evil 4. Okay, so let's check out what these characters look like. Actually, I believe the only one I haven't unlocked is going to be the Leon. It's actually going to be this one right here. I don't have it unlocked just right now, but we can see the Ashley one, and actually insert blur here because that is exactly what you're going to get. Obviously, it is a very different Ashley, and she does not have any clothes on. And so actually, let's go and let's look at the chainsaw one, and there is the wonderful Shrek that is in there. Okay, let's see if it does it. Oh my goodness. Okay, so there is a gigantic Shrek head in here. So, wow, that green. Oh, that's cool. All right, so we'll let Shrek give us a good old-fashioned chainsawing here. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so I'm not going to play this to where we see Ashley because I'd have to censor it anyway. Now, I did notice that Leon did not have, or he wasn't shirtless in that, so I'm not sure if that is some sort of setting in regards to the costume. Maybe I needed to change it or something. But anyway, that just shows you kind of the glimpse of what you can kind of get with some of the mods. Now, again, for people that's using GoldHen, you may notice that when you update to this 1.04 version and you go over here to the GoldHen cheat menu, there is nothing in there. So how can we fix that? By going over here to the GoldHen cheat manager, and we're going to select update here. And now it's successfully installed all of the cheats and the patch files. And so now if you come back over here to Resident Evil 4, well, now I can do things like turn back on the infinite health that we all know and love, or infinite ammo, or any of these other things that we know and love. And it looks like down at the bottom there was also some infinite health and an infinite timer there for Mercenaries. So that is very cool. So anyway, I hope you got a little bit of something out of this video, and don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel. I would absolutely love to have you come back again. Well, that's going to do it for this one. I'll see you on the next one. Michael, out.